What's up everyone? RTX 2080 Super, it's finally here dude! We can upgrade the GPU and oh my god, this one has a ton of RGB. Just what we needed. Massive shout out of course to the guys over at ZOTAC for sending this thing over. I really appreciate it. Finally dude, we can have an RGB graphics card and complete our RGB PC build that is behind us right there. And wait a minute, it's not even set to RGB. Alright, now it's all RGB, looking way better of course. Now we all know that the more RGB that you have inside of your PC, the more FPS you're gonna get in all of your games. I'm sure that's how it works. But this RTX 2060 man, it's letting us down. It's only got one color. The frames really aren't as high as they should be. I'm joking of course, but this freaking 2080 Super is gonna be quite the freaking upgrade right here. Oh my lord, like bear in mind I'm playing on 1440p and I've kind of got two of them. Not that I play games using both of the monitors, but still, I'm on two 1440p monitors. Ideally, I should be running something like an RTX 20 Super right here. Today's video is sponsored by GVGmall.com. They're currently having a massive spring sale on many game keys and software keys. You can pick up a Windows 10 Pro license key for as little as $16.99, but if you use code TBW at checkout, you'll get another 20% off your order, dropping the price to just $13.59. Their Windows 10 keys are genuine, they're legit. I've bought my license key from their website myself. In fact, I've probably bought quite a few from their website and I've never had a single issue with any of them. As GVG Mall also sell a bunch of different game keys, you can use code TBG to save yourself 3% off your order. I'll have all the links in the video description to GVG Mall's spring sale. Thanks for your time. Now back to the video. Check out this packaging, dude. This is mad. I've not unboxed a high-end graphics card ever. In fact, I think this is the first one. Oh my lord, it's here. This a beefy card, dude. Oh my lord. I hope this fits in the case. I mean, it should, but wow. God damn, the cooler on here. We got a triple fan, check this out dude, and a lot of RGB. Of course, ZOTAC absolutely hooking it up out here. This is a thick card though. Our temps are gonna be low, our FPS is gonna be higher than ever. Even the back plate on this card looks mad. Live to game. Come with me RTX 2060. Oh god. The freaking cables are still plugged in the back. Now I wish it was as easy as just swapping the two graphics cards out, but because I had an RTX 2060, that one only needed a single 8-pin PCIe power connector. So at the minute, we only got a single 8-pin going into this RGB cable thingy. So we gotta put another 8-pin power connector into this, and then we should be good.
3 hours later.
Alright, check it out dude. We got the two 8-pins all set up, all sleeved, all cable managed very nicely right here. And of course this is just normal power extension cables, but we're gonna plug this into the power supply. Alright. Oh, is it in? Okay, it's in. I'm gonna screw it down. It's a pretty beefy card, pretty heavy card, you know. Ooh, that is gonna press up against the glass, isn't it? What the hell? What do I do? Oh my lord, how am I gonna even shut the side panel? Alright, will it work? Ooh, ooh, goddamn, cable's working. The graphics card, I think is working, man. Why the hell are you making this noise? We got one fan that has, I don't know, died or something? How did you die? What happened to you? Something tells me one of my fans might have died somehow during this process. A fan is not meant to be making that kind of noise, you know? Bruh. What you doing? Stop! Alright. Problem sorted, mate. Okay, it's been a couple of days since we began recording this video. Update on the fan that was having all sorts of problems there. It's fine now. I don't know what happened with it, but my solution temporarily was to just put a sleeved cable in between the fan blades so that it just stops spinning and stops sounding like a freaking helicopter. I don't know why the hell it was making these kind of noises, but it's all good now. Problem solved. It just kind of went away by itself. As for the graphics card though, we've encountered a little bit of a problem. Also, we've encountered another problem right here. The freaking SSD keeps falling, man. I need to get better adhesive because the SSD, I wouldn't say it's like crazy warm, but you know, it's definitely on the warmer side. And the adhesive keeps melting and the SSD just falls onto the graphics card every time. So I need to sort that out. But the graphics card, and oh look, I can put my hand inside of the PC and just reach straight in. Yeah, that's because I can't put my side panel back on anymore. I absolutely love this graphics card. It's so freaking good. The performance on this RTX 2080 Super actually blew my mind, especially once I put an overclock on it. Dude, this is a mad card. I don't know how the overclockability of all of these RTX super cards are, but these super cards do have faster VRAM, okay? Like significantly better VRAM, and you can push the overclock so much more. I think there's another tech channel called Optimum Tech. He made a video, I think about an RTX 2080 Super, and he basically said that the VRAM on this card was like underclocked, and you could freaking overclock it so much more than you could a normal RTX card. The super cards, they got good VRAM, and you can definitely push the overclock. So with this one, I added as much as 1500 megahertz on the overclock for the memory, and it was stable in about one benchmark. I had to drop it down to I think 1200 or 1100 megahertz for it to kind of be stable in every single game, every single benchmark. My entire PC has actually like been running all right for the most part, much less crashes, even though the crashing and everything probably has nothing to do with the graphics card. But basically the overclock that I put on this card is very stable. As for the GPU clock speed overclock, I added only 50 megahertz. I probably could push more, but in certain games, things can be a little bit unstable, so I'd much rather be on the safe side, because already, like, this is an RTX 2080 Super, it's gonna give you good FPS, like, I don't have to push the overclock to, you know, crazy limits here. I'd much rather have a lot more of a stable system than just a couple more frames in a game. So yeah, I'm going with the stability here. Getting back to why I can't shut my side panel anymore, that's not because of the graphics card. In fact, I think we could shut the side panel absolutely fine if it wasn't for this RGB cable. Now this PC case, I love it to bits, yeah. It's so freaking nice to build in, so much space, but not quite enough space for a beefy ZOTAC card as well as a, you know, Lian Li RGB cable. It just, we can't do it. Dust is already accumulating inside of the PC case. I don't want no dust, all right? But at the same time, like, I want RGB. So this problem could be easily solved if I wasn't using an RGB extension cable, but I am. And, you know, I want to keep using it, man. It's a sick cable, dude. I need to, like, switch PC cases or something, but I don't want to switch cases, man. This PC case is so freaking good. Imagine having 3 intake fans pointing right at your RTX 2080 Super. The temps are gonna be so freaking low. In fact, all of the temps inside this PC are always really low. We got so many fans up in here, and these Lian Li Bora Digital fans, they do a good job, let me tell you. Apart from one of them, you know, acting up a couple days ago with helicopter spinning noises. Apart from that one little incident, these are good fans, and I'm just so happy with this whole PC build. But now we can't shut the side panel, dude. We added a beefy RGB graphics card, and we're kind of screwed now. Graphics card too big, too much RGB inside this PC, man. We can't shut the case no more. But let's take a look at the benchmarks right here. So to go over what kind of specs we run in, Ryzen 7 2700X CPU, overclocked to 4.1 gigahertz across all the cores. Asus ROG X470 Crosshair 7, 32 gigs of RAM from T-Force, running at 3200 megahertz, very good CAS latency. As always, all of the PC parts, as well as everything in this setup, including camera gear, anything you could possibly imagine, is linked down below in the TechBlock website. All the PC specs, everything over on the website in case you want to go find out what we're running inside of here. Anyway, take a look at the benchmarks, man. 3D Mark, Time Spy. Now, I only have 2 graphics cards to benchmark here and to play around with, so I did the best I can, but we got an RTX 2060 here, 2 benchmarks of course, one the card running stock, and then the other with the card being overclocked a little bit. So the actual overclock I pulled off on the RTX 2060 was surprisingly stable and actually yielded us pretty damn decent performance gains. Across the board in almost every single benchmark I ran with the RTX 2060, the overclocked version got about 7 to 8% better performance than stock. As for the RTX 2080 Super though, in Time Spy it actually saw about a 4.6% increase in performance once I overclocked it, but it really put me not too far away from the performance of a stock RTX 2080 Ti, which is pretty damn good. So I was really happy with that, especially like once you overclock it a little bit. As for TimeSpy Extreme, all of these results are generally like very similar. Obviously the RTX 2080 Super is gonna be better, and once you overclock it, it's gonna be significantly better. Taking a look at Firestrike specifically, this benchmark allowed me to pull off, I think, around a 1500 megahertz overclock on the RTX 2080 Super on the memory. Like, it was mad. I was running the VRAM at like insane clock speeds and everything was stable. There was zero problems. But running that kind of memory overclock in other benchmarks like TimeSpy, there was no way that's going to be stable, so I had to dial it back down a little bit. I'm running the card at 1200 now, but the results here saw a pretty decent increase in performance, especially in Firestrike here. So we saw over 1000 point increase just by overclocking the memory and a 50 megahertz boost on the actual core clock. But pretty impressive results here in Firestrike, even for the RTX 2060, once you overclocked it especially. It's a pretty decent card, to be honest. Here are the Firestrike Extreme results, and then we got the Ultra results here as well. In case you want to go compare these results to your own rig, let me know what you guys are getting. If you have these cards or similar cards, let me know what scores you're getting in Firestrike, in TimeSpy. Let me know, guys. Overall, in terms of performance, it's a pretty decent card. Slots in pretty nicely between, an RTX 2080 and a 2080 Ti. It's a nice in the middle card there. At like an alright price point, you get pretty decent performance. It's not too far off from the much more expensive RTX 2080 Ti, especially once you put a cheeky overclock on the memory and all. It's pretty good. As for the RGB on the graphics card, there's a lot of RGB on this. It looks pretty nice, and I do wish I had the card actually vertically mounted. That's definitely something I want to do. Mounting a graphics card vertically, especially one like this, I feel like would look sick, especially in this PC case. So I'm gonna try to find a way to do that. In the meantime, I have a custom TechBlock like GPU bracket arriving that has RGB, and it can sync up with, I think, Asus Aura and all sorts of other things. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Can't wait until that arrives. Finally, we're gonna have, a little bit of custom stuff inside the PC. But yeah, that's the new graphics card. Let me know what you guys think of it. I think it has enough RGB. Like, it's definitely made the PC a lot more complete in a way. Like, this is kind of what we needed, the one part to complete this PC build. A higher end GPU with RGB, of course. This one does the job, and it does a very good job indeed. Next time I do any kind of like graphics card reviews, I'm gonna try throw in a bunch more benchmarks for games, so we don't just do synthetic stuff in TimeSpy and 3D Mark and all that. I'm gonna try benchmark a bunch more games next time we do like more graphics card related stuff. And just before you leave this video, we have a giveaway over on Instagram. If you want to win yourself an RGB Culture t-shirt and a Does It Have RGB sticker, I can't show you the t-shirt because I'm not wearing it right now, but we do have the the Does It Have RGB sticker right there that you can win. So we're gonna have like recurring giveaways over on Instagram for the next little while. We're gonna be giving away tons of the merch. Head over to Instagram at TechBlockM, link in the description down below, of course, to my Instagram page. Go drop it a follow, click on the post, you can't miss it, and best of luck in the giveaway, of course. Alright, I'm gonna get going. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to ZOTAC for sending out the card, and hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.